Caleb Williams looked locked and loaded from the second he got off the bus today for the Chicago Bears' second preseason game of the season. And oh my God, everything he did today looked flat out beautiful. This was one of the better performances by a Chicago Bears quarterback in a long time, in my personal opinion. And though that may be sad to say, it's also a
Williams with time, standing in the pocket, now fires and completes it to DJ Moore.
Target that he hit today and he wanted to go to, and looks like he's been in the league for years. And he didn't just look good. The defense did as well. A lot of undrafted rookie free agents are fighting for this spot, and the defensive line shocked me a ton, and probably a lot of people around the league. Not only is this team cooking, they the Buffalo Bills today, and as they look solid so far, they're going to win a lot more games because of their wins on and off the field. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Today's agenda is packed today, as we're going to go through Caleb Williams' first career game and how it was very impressive, along with other highlights from both the offense and the defense, injury updates, bubble watch, and final comments. And before we begin today's show, I'm giving away another custom Chicago Bears jersey to one lucky viewer. To enter, make sure to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit notifications, and comment your grade of Caleb Williams' debut game in the comment section below. I'm going with an A-. What a great start, and I can't wait to hear yours. Winner of the jersey will be announced next Friday, August 16th. So let's just start out, guys. This guy is going to be so much fun, and what a debut. To break it down for you guys, Williams was only on the field for 2 offensive drives, but he did play the entire first quarter technically, and he took complete advantage. 4 for 7 with 95 passing yards, 13 rushing yards, a total of 142 offensive yards while he was at quarterback, and 7 first downs. Not only that, the Bears did not score any touchdowns, but they scored 2 field goals, ended up with 6 points. Not ideal, but again, it's the preseason, and he looked very, very good from his personal perspective. When the pocket broke down, he stayed calm, cool, and collected, and was able to make a play still. Right here, you see a slick dump pass over to DeAndre Swift, smooth like butter. I mean, this is something that you see Aaron Rodgers in his prime, or Patrick Mahomes now does. And remember, the Bills were putting their ones out there against the kid, and he was doing things like this. Not only that, he knew that he had to take it himself sometimes when there wasn't an opportunity. And the only time he had a rush, he ended up getting a first down. He went through his reads, didn't see anything, and rushed the ball for a nice 13-yard gain because he saw the opportunity because of his offensive line. His super quick thinking is unmatched and is going to make him very dangerous in this league for a long time. And on top of it, he has a cannon of an arm that allows him to get downfield quickly and accurately. I love what I saw today from him so far. He did everything that this fan base needed for clarification that he was worth the #1 overall pick against a very solid AFC team, especially their defense, and he is the #1 overall pick. I cannot believe it. I'm pumped about it, and I already can't wait for next Saturday against the Cincinnati Bengals, which I'll be at that game, by the way. So if you're going, please let me know in the comment section or shoot me an email. Would love to meet up with you guys and cheer on the Chicago Bears. So let's go quickly into other highlights from a quarterback 2 perspective. You had Austin Reed, you had Tyson Bagent, and you had Brett Rippon. Bagent obviously got the most time today at QB2, playing the whole second quarter, a little bit into the third. Nothing bad, nothing too crazy. 5 for 8 with 47 passing yards. Brett Rippon, 1 for 2 with 10 passing yards. And Austin Reed just he really it was the Ian Wheeler show, which I'll get to in a minute. But overall, not a bad time by the rookie. But we are in a good position from a quarterback perspective, which is something I can confidently say. Now let's go into the wide receiver room real quick. Well, we got to see our $110 million man, DJ Moore, break it down a little bit before the game, but also had a couple nice grabs from Caleb Williams, 2 catches for 27 yards. Not bad at all. I was hoping to see a little bit more of Roma Dunze today and Keenan Allen, but that's okay. They were both on the field, and it's nice to see our 3-headed monster of a wide receiver room because they're big. I mean, I don't know how secondaries are going to be able to guard these guys, but it looked good, from a photo perspective. I love what I saw just out there and would love to see what they do week 1 against the Tennessee Titans, or even next week against the Cincinnati Bengals. Going into the running back room, though, Swift didn't do much on the ground from a rushing perspective because he only had 1 rushing attempt for 3 yards. But man, he's just an athletic guy and a great target, not only for the entire offense, but for Caleb Williams. Williams took that dump pass and gave it off to him for a nice 42-yard gain and made a lot of moves and made more yards for himself. And Williams just has weapons everywhere. And this is the thing that gives him confidence. Not only from a running back room perspective, the freaking Velus Jones experiment worked. Yes, 4 for 16 with a rushing touchdown in the third quarter in the red zone. He looked fast. He looked good. I mean, I like what I saw. No one's going to be able to catch him very easily on those, pitch passes. So I really like what I saw out of Velus Jones Jr. here, and happy that it's starting to work out because, Shane Waldron's only been here for a couple months and he's already figured out to do him. Luke Getsy couldn't do anything in the 2 years, whatever. But Ian Wheeler, undrafted rookie free agent, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter today. One being a 7-yard rushing touchdown, his first one, followed by an 8-yard rushing touchdown, his second one. Super excited to see that the undrafted rookie free agent is getting an opportunity, and he's an already packed running back room, just makes things even more interesting. So a lot of fun to watch from a Chicago Bears offensive perspective. Speaking of that, the reason why this happened is because the offensive line play was pretty darn impressive today. The offensive line only gave up 2 sacks today, 0 to Caleb Williams, 1 to Tyson Bagent, and then 1, I think it was to Austin Reed, if I'm looking at the stat line correctly. But my God, the offensive line did way better than I thought. No missed snaps, no big blitz packages that went against Caleb Williams. And also Williams obviously got out of himself, so it made it look a little bit better. But I give the offensive line my hat today. Very impressive, and no one should be mad about that. From a tight end perspective, Cole Kmet, again, with a beautiful catch from Caleb Williams from a big gain. He could have had another one, but he bobbled it because he was looking upfield too quickly. But it's a mistake. Get it out now. It's preseason. Doesn't count. Shout out to Steven Carlson, though, who's fighting for a roster spot right now. Had a pretty nice day with 3 receptions for 18 yards and 2 first downs. But, guys, I just want to say this. Shout out to Shane Waldron. What an offensive game plan so far in the first 2 games. Looks really good moving the ball. I'm not used to this, and I'm sure you guys aren't either. But he looks good. I mean, his offense looks really good out there. So I just want to give him a quick shout out and to his coaching staff. They're doing a great job unlocking this team. Now, before I get to more highlights on the defense, which is pretty exciting for the Chicago Bears, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Chubbies. Chubbies, one of my new favorite clothing brands to rock, provides the perfect amount of comfort and style to be on top of your game during game day. From stretchy shorts and swim trunks with 3 different inseam lengths to pants, polos, button-down shirts, and when you need to be able to swag out and have a few cold ones with the boys, absolutely make sure you go with Chubbies today. And to celebrate summer, our friends over at Chubbies are giving you guys, the listeners, 20% off your order with promo code JShyBears at chubbyshorts.com. Link is in the description. Make sure you get 20% off your order using code JShyBears. Discover Chubbies, the MVP of men's short and gears. Elevate your game. I freaking love this stuff, guys. Unbelievable. I'm not wearing any right now. Actually, no, I am. You just can't see it. I'm not going to stand up for it. But Chubbies is great. Make sure you go check it out today. Let's go over to the defense real quick, who looks solid at every single level. Starting off with the defensive line, Austin Booker had his first career sack today in the preseason. Back-to-back solid preseason games for the kid, and he's getting a ton of pressure out there. He's fast, he's big, he looks good, and I am super excited for what he is bringing to the table so far. And someone else I'm super excited for bringing to the table is Dominique Robinson, who had the first big stop today on the defensive line for the Chicago Bears, stopping the Bills on 3rd down on their first drive. He moved from edge to defensive lineman this year, put on roughly about what looks like 15 pounds. Dude looks big, looks mean, looks fast, and honestly, it could be his calling to be a defensive lineman. So happy he's able to work things out because he wants to be in the NFL, and that's, showing a true teammate right there. Looked really good out there, so shout out to Dominique Robinson. And then Zach Pickens, second-year man out of South Carolina, who underwhelmed in a lot of people's opinions in 2023, had another sack today. Sack in the Hall of Fame game, sack again today. He's looking really good so far this preseason. And this defensive line might be in a lot better shape than I would have thought in a lot of people across the league. And just overall, I'm impressed by this defensive line. They lost Justin Jones. It happens. He wanted to go get some money, and well-deserved. Justin Jones is a great guy. But at the end of the day, the Bears have more depth at the defensive lineman position than we thought. Good things to hear. I like what I'm seeing so far, and things are exciting. Speaking of exciting things, the Bears had a pick 6 today by Micah Baskerville, who in the fourth quarter to put the Bears up 19-6 at the time. Someone who was an undrafted rookie free agent last year. Poles just continues to find these guys. He was a practice squad guy last year, but I think he really could make the roster this year as he looks solid so far and got things sparked really good. Couple other shout outs. Secondary looked great at all different levels of the roster. Shout out to Josh Blackwell, who had 4 tackles today, a good blitz, and a few nice punt returns. Jonathan Owens, who has been all over the world, probably jet lagged, still had 5 total tackles today, looking great. And then TJ Edwards, our linebacker, for 1 defensive drive, had 3 tackles. Guy's going to be a 125 plus tackle this year. You already heard it here first. Finally, a few other updates. Love what I saw out of Torrey Taylor. He boomed everything for the Chicago Bears today. I mean, this punt is insane. Love what I got. Absolute steal in the 4th round from Ryan Poles. From a roster bubble perspective, watch out for that running back room. I'll do more of a breakdown video for Monday. But man, things are going to start getting a little dicey with this team. We still have a lot of guys on the roster, and cuts are going to start coming very quickly. But today, a lot of fun. You always take a Bears win when you guys got it, right? Come on now. I absolutely love what I saw. Super excited for what's next and can't wait for the Chicago Bears team. And make sure you enter to win that Chicago Bears jersey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and putting your grade of Caleb Williams in the comment section below. But with that, thank you as always for tuning this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody. Enjoy the rest of your day and bear down, baby.